Okay, so now we are going to set up app limits. Maybe one of the most useful parts of screen time. This will allow us to set up limits of how much time your child can use certain apps for each day. You can set it up per app or per category of apps. So we're going to start by clicking on settings and again going to screen time, and you're going to go down to your family and choose the child's name. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go to app limits because I don't have any apps on YOF student's device. But it'll look the same for you. You'll choose your child's name, and now you're going to be able to add app limits. You're going to click on add limit, put in your passcode, and now you have many different options. So over here you can see you can set limits for all your apps and categories, or you can choose specific categories. Let's say you want to limit how much time they could use on social media. So you click on social. There are these different apps: WhatsApp, X or Twitter, whatever it's called now, TikTok, Messages, FaceTime, Discord. Those are some of the apps that your children might use, but also Instagram would also fall into this category. You would then pick which ones you want to limit, or you can do all social. Let's take all social, and then you will click on next on the top to set a limit for all social apps. And now you can choose how much time you want to allow. So you can choose to allow, let's say, 1 hour every day of all the social apps. Or you can choose to allow 1 hour on Sunday, but on Monday, you want to allow 2 hours. Or the opposite, 1 hour on Monday, and on Sunday, you want to allow 2 hours. And you can choose by day. You can also go back into this category and say, you know what, I don't want to set up a limit for all social apps. I want really to limit one specific app, let's say TikTok. So you will click on TikTok and again, click on next. And now you'll say, you know what, I really don't want my child on TikTok more than 10 minutes a day. I know how addicting TikTok can be. I want to limit it to 10 minutes a day, and then you can set it up like that. Click on add, and now you've set up a limit of TikTok 10 minutes every day. Now, let's look at some of the other categories that you can do. You can choose the shopping and food category. Amazon, no, let's look at some of the other ones. Games, that would be a good one. So I don't have any games that on this device really, but you can see there are 2 over here. Your child's devices probably have more games, and you will want to set up how much time they could spend on that. And you will say that you want to set up a limit of 1 hour, and you will customize the days, and you will say, on Friday, I want to let 2 hours, but on Thursday, I only want to let 30 minutes. And on Wednesday, I want to allow 1 hour. And on Tuesday, I want to allow 1 hour and 15 minutes. You could set it for every day a different amount of time that you want them to be able to play games. At the end of that time limit, they will not be able to use any of those apps for games the rest of that day. It resets at 12 midnight. But if you have downtime set up, then it won't really reset until downtime ends at some point in the morning. And that is how you use app limits. It's very helpful to use both downtime and app limits, because downtime, you'll be able to shut off the device at a certain time when you want them to stop using their device for the day. But app limits is even during the time that you're allowing them to use it, you think maybe they shouldn't use certain apps for more than a certain amount of that day. So it's very helpful to use both of those options together. And that is how you use the app limits on screen time.